Okie dokie. Oh boy, scoot over. All right. I guess. All right. So you pull up the match card. Part-time jobbers live after WrestleMania 41, both nights. I thought it was a good WrestleMania. Oh, J-Dog, Javonification. But you already know that if you're watching this. I thought it was good. I thought WrestleMania was really good. My biggest gripe is just the ending of the John Cena match. I felt it was trash. I felt it was booked so simple. A dick kick, hitting the head with a belt, and a pinfall. It was terrible. It was whack. There's no point.
And an interference from Travis Scott,
It was terrible.
The Rock, not
Terrible.
anybody else.
Nobody else.
They didn't have nobody in the back.
No third member of the team, or fourth member, I guess, if you count Travis Scott as a member of the team.
Paul Heyman could have came and wrenched his dick punch like he did Roman.
Like you wrenched Roman's dick?
I would have took Vince McMahon coming back.
I would.
Anybody. And
That was terrible.
yeah.
I mean,
And the match was getting really good.
it got, once it stopped becoming one-sided, it turned into a wrestling match. It turned into a good wrestling match. At first, it was weird. John was just pummeling Cody, and Cody was selling the hell out of it. Cody was selling that offense like he was getting hit by Brock Lesnar or something. Like all of a sudden, John Cena's punches are just like overwhelming punches.
When Stone Cold stuns Shawn Michaels or
just ridiculous. I don't know if they were trying to make it like, oh, John, this is a different John. He's vicious. He wasn't vicious to Cody at all. He was not vicious to Cody at any point in that match.
wow.
What you saw at Elimination Chamber, you did not see out of John.
Cody put up a better fight with Kevin Owens. And that's what it should have been.
It should have been a fight.
It should have been a better match.
Yeah, well, it was all right. But just that ending was just terrible. For it to go so long, for the match to be that long, because when the match started, there was an hour left in the show. So you're expecting something to happen, but nothing happened. The referee got bumped. Ref bumped, fine. But when Travis pulled the ref, that's a disqualification. So I don't understand why the ref made a 3 count afterward. That's lazy.
Because he didn't hit him? He didn't throw a punch?
He pulled the ref out the ring and made the ref hit his face on the ground and go to sleep again. It's a disqualification. That's already a disqualification. Just touching the ref is a disqualification. Why would a ref get pulled to the point of being incapacitated and get up and make a count? Ref bump, sure. Ref pull.
He didn't see who pulled him.
He didn't see who pulled him. There was one black guy out there. He didn't see who pulled him.
It was Cody.
It was 2 black guys. All right. It was one on the inside of the ring, one on the outside of the ring. And he didn't see who pulled him. After the music played, after the song played. But he probably thought it was just the theme song of the show. With the lights and everything. And he brought out that title, which looked like Cody's title, with tape on it. So he didn't know what was happening.
He confused the ref.
They should have had Lil Nate as the ref. I don't even know who that ref was. I mean, I know who he was, but they should have had Lil Nate as the ref. That was terrible. Night 2 better than night 1, but just that ending. Night 1 seemed a little lackluster.
Night 1, I felt like better matches on night 1.
Do you?
I do. I feel like they had better matches.
I don't.
All right. Triple threat match.
The men's?
Yeah.
I thought the women's was better.
I'm not. All right. The triple threat match. Men's. Did you find it good though?
Yeah, it was definitely good.
Okay.
It was definitely good because of what was at stake. It was a better entertainment match rather than the wrestling match. The
there was
women,
some good wrestling going on. Even Roman
really stepped his game up a
even
lot.
Roman.
You know, as far as wrestling.
I didn't expect it for Roman. Seth did some shit that he used to do pre-knee surgery.
Seth, I already knew Seth was gonna have a great match. Punk and Roman. Punk is up there in age. I didn't think Punk performed super well in the match. He was, to me, he was there.
Seth?
I felt like he was an afterthought. Punk. I feel like Punk was an afterthought. There are spots in that match where it was more of a Roman Reigns versus a Seth Rollins match, with Punk coming in, maybe hitting a move, then getting knocked out, coming in.
Well, he also kissed the mat at the end of the match, so I think he only cared about headlining WrestleMania.
Well, yeah.
The mat, he wasn't all in it like those other two.
Nah, I think he was in it, but couldn't match the speed. Those dudes are still younger than him. They all old, but they're still younger than him. You know, he gave it a good college try. I mean, it was a good match, but I think the women, I guess, being younger,
but also the not great match, really good match, really great, really great. What is it called? It's not a heel turn.
Who?
Well, Paul Heyman. That's just a.
It's not a heel turn.
It's
not a heel turn at all. It's just Paul Heyman doing Paul Heyman things.
But that was really great at the
which
end.
was terrific. Which was the point of the whole match. Which is why you're trying to watch the match to see who will Paul Heyman choose. They did a very good job of taking it as slow as they did.
Yeah.
You know, with who he's going to give the chair to.
Really good storytelling.
You know, I'm glad I called Seth the way I called it, and it happened the way I called it.
The lead up to this match was great.
The lead up to the match was great.
Yeah.
The lead up to the match was terrific.
He rubbed his forearm all under Roman's nuts, though.
He rearranged Roman's nuts. I don't know why he did it like that. What did Roman do? Because he pushed him?
He mushed him.
He mushed his nuts.
Yeah. He shouldn't have mushed him like that.
He hit him.
And then went side to side.
and then he flicked his arm after.
Lord.
Ugh. What else?
Then the the women's championship match with Tiffany Stratton, Charlotte.
That got better halfway through.
I feel like Charlotte had ring rust. That match with Brianna Brandy or B-Fab, I don't think was enough.
Yeah, because she wasn't wrestling.
And she had a whole month, or how long?
Yeah, she wasn't wrestling before this match, really.
Yeah. So she was doing a lot of.
She came back, won the Royal Rumble, and like you said, she had that match, but that was it.
That was her warm up match.
Yeah, unless she's wrestling on house shows, we just don't know it. But yeah, she wasn't on TV wrestling.
You can see the genuine dislike in the match.
Yeah.
From her towards Tiffany.
Yeah,
and Tiffany towards her too.
You could. Charlotte, I saw someone comment that there's a common denominator. Charlotte Nia, Charlotte Becky, now Charlotte Tiffany. It was like the common denominator is Charlotte, and like what's going on there. Like as good as she is in the ring and as accomplished as she is in the ring, she takes things personally and she misbehaves, for lack of better, she misbehaves.
I mean, that's just three women out of the whole women's division. I don't know.
But the things you saw when her and Nia Jax had that tiff in the ring, and then when she dropped the belt on Becky, all this stuff is going on TV, live TV in front of, like, behave better. Yeah. Like, what are you doing? You know? And yeah, she was kicking Tiffany in the head and everything. You know?
Well, I mean, Tiffany hit her in the nuts like Paul did Roman.
She low blowed her.
She low blowed her. To hell.
She low blowed her. I didn't like how before they had the match, Wade Barrett interviewed both of them pre-recorded interviews, and it was just about
what Tiffany
said. Both of them. You know, and Charlotte didn't say nothing, and Tiffany was just like, "This is why I said it." You know, but you know, Charlotte's not gonna bully me. I guess there's a lot of backstage politics. But the match
that was a good match too.
I need a pen and paper. Because I can grade it. I mean, yeah.
We don't need to grade it. We can just say if it was a good or bad match. Was it WrestleMania worthy?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, it's definitely WrestleMania worthy. Yeah.
All right, next match that might be WrestleMania worthy from night one. Jey Uso versus Gunther.
Heck yes. Definitely WrestleMania worthy.
And headlining worthy.
Yeah.
If that Paul Heyman
If the triple threat match was not on, yes.
If Paul Heyman segment was not on the triple threat match, I would have still had Jey Uso main event.
I would have to. Just for the pop.
Yeah.
Because Jey actually wrestled that match. He didn't just do 50 million super kicks.
Did 3 super kicks?
Yeah, at max.
Gunther chopped one chop.
Gunther chopped more than Jey kicked.
Yeah.
You know, and they both wrestled well. Like Gunther Clothesline, powerbomb, splash off the top rope, sleeper, chicken shit heel tactics, rolling out the ring, running away with the belt. Like, it was a good match.
Yeah.
It was not no boring match. Jay hit like one whatever looking spear, wrestled. They had the whole I'm not afraid of you angle no more. Like, I can do this. Like, it was a good match, man. That could have main evented night one if that triple threat wasn't there. I don't care what nobody say. People just love to ride things. Like the fickle wrestling crowd is just ridiculous to me. Don't boo Cody out the building, but sing his song when he comes out. That makes no sense to me. And booing the crap out of Bianca.
Wait, let's stay on this one.
Okay, go ahead. We'll come back to that.
Because we've been cheering for Jey Uso for the last 2 years.
Yeah, been cheering
What
for
happened
him.
to the Fireflies? He just gave it up?
Pretty much. People are too busy yeeting now.
That is true. Know. I yeeted all by myself after this match.
But if that match took place when it was dark, it would have looked better.
Okay.
It would have looked better.
So
his intro took too long.
That's 3 matches that deserve to be there. Number 4, Jacob Fatu, LA Knight.
Definitely deserve to be there, and a great match.
Great
match. Despite the result, but we know where that's going.
We believe we know where it's going. So
if it don't go that way, I have no idea.
So they need to do right by LA Knight.
They do.
From taking his title
twice.
That I'm supposed to be getting signed tomorrow.
Right. And he gonna be so mad. He gonna take it.
He ain't gonna sign it.
He might not sign it.
He ain't gonna be saying yeah. He gonna be saying no.
Nah.
Fuck, dude. Yeah. They gave him 2 runs with the U.S. title.
Which were successful runs. LA Knight is still, the second most over person?
Third.
Jay Cody, and LA Knight?
No, Jay, Dom.
I think LA Knight's more over.
And then LA Knight. Dom is way... my opinion. Dom boos turned into cheers today in tears.
Okay, yeah. People boo Dom because it's fun to boo Dom, but him winning show that people do like him. Mm-hmm. Which I've been telling people a lot. Like, people say, oh, Dom. No. People love Dom. You just boo him because he's a bad guy.
Yes.
But you love Dom. Like, Dom is great, dude. They did right by making him Intercontinental Champion.
So that's 4 matches. Mm-hmm. Jey Uso, Gunther, Jacob Fatu, LA Knight, Tiffy and Charlotte.
Yes.
And then a triple threat.
Yes.
And Paul Heyman.
They booked this.
All right, now to the maybes that I don't think none of these deserve to be on WrestleMania. Mm-hmm. El Grande Americano.
Correct. Did not deserve.
Ray Phoenix.
I don't care which Ray it was. It was not a WrestleMania match.
Yeah.
I don't care which Ray it would have been.
Yeah.
It didn't have. I really expected El Grande Americano to lose and just kill the thing. Just kill it. Okay, unmask him as Chad Gable. We're done. To have him win and this thing continues, that's crazy. I think they're gonna give him more of a push with this than they did when he could have been Intercontinental Champion.
Should have been,
which is an insult.
Should have been Intercontinental Champion.
Which is an insult.
Stupid ass match.
Stupid.
Paid all that money to watch that dumb shit. Fuck. Ray Phoenix built like me on the top and built like you on the bottom.
Ray Phoenix is great.
I don't care what he is.
Ray Phoenix is great, but them just slotting it. I wish they scrapped the match. They should have just scrapped the match altogether. Ray gets hurt, scrap the match, put on that Street Profit triple threat tag team
TLC match should have been there.
Put that on.
I think they were past their black quota.
Who they have? They had New Day, Bianca, I think all the black people.
And then they had that dumbass New Day War Raiders tag match.
I'm
happy the New Day took the titles.
Mm-hmm. That match could have main evented two Raws from now. Not tomorrow's Raw, but
it could have main evented a Saturday night main event.
Okay. I don't feel the War Raiders. I'm not feeling the War Raiders.
They have
no pop when they came out. This is a case where they're presented well, but no one cares.
I went to the restroom twice while they were...
Twice?
Yeah. I went to the urinal, then into the stall. I raided the staff.
It was war in that stall.
Okay. And then we have a borderline one.
What?
Jade Cargill, Naomi. I like that they settled this at Mania.
Okay, yeah.
But it should have been.
They wrestled a heck of a match. Backlash.
And that's what I think they
Backlash.
did. The point was it to show that Jade could actually wrestle.
Mm-hmm.
And she did. To me, she proved it.
Yeah, she did.
She wasn't as sloppy. She was doing a lot of moves. She did her, Naomi too.
She saved a lot. Yeah. What was it when Naomi, I think, tried to flip up the top rope and Jade caught her in a vertical suplex? She would have dropped her on regular TV. I've seen that before. So, but Jade's a professional. She's tried and tested with her past in AEW, but granted, she was just squashing girls. She was presented like Bill Goldberg in AEW. So she has to actually wrestle here. And Naomi carried the match. Naomi walked, they danced, Naomi led.
Yes.
But and I'm glad
that speaks to the how professional Naomi is.
Absolutely.
How good she really is.
And put Jade over. And underrated. Underrated Naomi is underrated.
She needs to get one of them women mid-card titles.
She definitely does. I hope they don't think she's aged out, but this change of character is great for her.
Yeah.
Completely good. Complete change of character. Yeah. It's terrific. And she could eat that loss and still be a heel, still be psychotic, whatever. And they have Backlash.
I want her to go after Bianca next, but
that wouldn't be so bad.
That
wouldn't be so bad, but it's Bianca Rhea. What is Naomi on? Is Naomi on SmackDown?
She on Jimmy.
Besides that's Big Jim.
Yeah.
Giving her back shots. No, okay, but where did the push happen? It happened on SmackDown, right? I guess it never really mattered because Bianca and Jay being women's tag team champions will be on either show, so they didn't have a show.
I'm not sure if it was.
The dude said that the draft is coming, so when the draft happens,
put her on the show with Bianca and let her
put her on the show with Bianca.
That'd be good.
They're gonna separate Bianca and Rhea
because they didn't want to give us a fucking. Wait, let's get into that later.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, it should have been it was a good WrestleMania match.
Yeah.
Okay, so 5 out of 7 matches. We're good
so far.
That for day one. That's why I'm saying.
Oh, that was all day one?
That was all day one.
Okay, they're running together for me. Okay, yeah, okay. So day one was good.
So now we're gonna go to night 2 because I feel like day 1 was better.
Okay.
Let's do.
Maybe I'm just a fan. Maybe I just like wrestling.
All right, let's do.
Triple H could have wrestled
AJ Styles and Logan Paul.
Disappointing because I expected them to do some miraculous stuff in that ring, and they didn't do anything anything noteworthy. There wasn't a spot to me where I was like, "Yo, nothing."
Yep.
Nothing.
Is Logan trying to do AJ's finisher on him 3 times?
Right. I don't get it. I don't understand why that was that way. Because on paper, you're like, oh, you got AJ still doing his thing, Logan Paul who can wrestle his butt off, who can fly.
AJ can still go too.
And Logan Paul's entrance was even whack.
Yeah. Yeah.
What was?
Yeah.
All he did was grab the
Yeah.
He ziplined down at 39. Yeah. I forgot what he did at 40, but I mean that's it. That was nothing. And entrances were way too long this WrestleMania. Like they would stand in the ring, and I don't know what was going on the TV side, but for us sitting there in the crowd, we were just sitting there watching Penta walk around the ring while that music played.
And Stone Cold
for 5 minutes.
Driving into the crowd.
He had 63,000 beers.
Damn.
No, okay. So look,
to me, AJ or nay?
No. AJ Logan Paul is a thumbs down.
Randy Orton versus Joe Hendry.
Hilarious. I give it a thumbs up just for what it was. Not for a wrestling match, but for a squeeze in, do something, a pop for the pop, the Joe Hendry pop. And we called it.
Oh, yeah.
We called it. We saw Joe Hendry earlier today. We called it. We asked him, would he be at WrestleMania? He said, this is what he said. Literally, those are the words he said. Yeah. So we called Joe Hendry. And it was amazing. And it was funny. It's funny as hell.
I don't think it was WrestleMania moment. That could have been a commercial.
I do think
that was a commercial. That match was a commercial.
It was a commercial, but I do.
It was needed.
It was needed for the pop.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a WrestleMania pop.
But it wasn't a real match.
Rusev would have got a pop. Rusev would have got a crazy pop.
Which means Rusev probably ain't signed yet.
He probably come tomorrow.
We'll see.
Tomorrow's or SmackDown. He'll probably come tomorrow. Aleister Black should be coming on Friday, but he should possibly come to. Rusev should possibly come tomorrow, I think. But I do think Joe Hendry is better than Logan Paul and AJ. That Randy Orton and Joe Hendry.
That squash match. It was just entertainment then.
Yeah.
I don't know. I wouldn't put it in WrestleMania, but
well, we're at a draw there. We're at an impasse.
I'll give it to you though.
Okay.
All right, then weak ass street fight between Damian Priest and Drew McIntyre.
I did not care. I didn't care.
I didn't care about the match.
I didn't care about them two.
I went to the restroom for that one too.
I didn't care about them two.
And I didn't have to do nothing. I just walked in the circle and walked out.
That match was there.
Yeah. To be a filler?
Drew, Sheamus, and Gunther beat the hell out of each other in a triple threat match 2 years ago with no weapons.
And that wasn't a...
And it wasn't a street fight.
A Las Vegas street fight.
And it wasn't a Sin City street fight.
The Sin City street...
Wasn't no chains, no brass knuckles, no trash cans.
But all the Sin City streets got is cones and hookers.
So wasn't none of that in the ring. Roman, Seth, and Punk had more violence in it than this Sin City street fight.
Yep. So
Seth beat CM Punk with a trash can.
And then Drew McIntyre, Damian Priest ended up getting hurt. So.
Was he really? I know they said he got carted off, but that was that a shoot? Him getting carted off? That wasn't kayfabe?
I think it might have been real. Who get carted off?
In a golf cart, away from the crowd.
No, I think Stone Cold came and got him in the 4-wheeler.
I think Stone Cold probably crashed the 4-wheeler with him in it. He hit that barricade so hard.
Yeah, definitely. I've seen Damian Priest fight better matches.
Did he get a high spot? Remember, Drew jumped over the rope.
Drew
jumped over the rope. Drew was balling that match, but I don't think Damian was balling. I don't remember Damian having any spots, but the match was. I was probably looking at my phone and in the video for most of it.
But no Drew headbutted him more, 17 times.
He loved that headbutt. He loved that. He loved that DDT on the stairs on his own back.
Yeah,
he loved that.
That's an equalizer.
Drew Carey. I don't know why Damian didn't perform well that match. Yeah. What was the ending? Oh, Claymore head to the chair. That was the ending.
We called it.
That was good though. But no. They could have had that on SmackDown too. That could have been SmackDown main event for Friday. Post WrestleMania, SmackDown.
There we go. So
Damian Priest, Drew McIntyre. Two no's.
One yes for
night two.
All right, next one.
I'm losing already.
How about this triple threat match? Io Sky, Rhea Ripley, and Bianca.
A++++. Quadruple A. Love that match.
I didn't like what they did.
Let's talk about it.
But I respect why they did it.
Mm-hmm.
They needed to. They're going to give Io a championship run and let Bianca and Rhea focus on other shit.
Or on each other or other stuff.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So they needed to make Io look strong.
The mistake, it's like they made a mistake, but the match made up for the mistake they made.
Yeah. Io shouldn't have had to title.
This shouldn't have happened at all.
I believe. Even though the match was good, really good, it probably would have been great if it was just Bianca versus Rhea.
That was the money.
Yeah.
That was the money. Why put Io in there?
Yeah.
Why have Rhea lose her title on a random Raw 3 weeks before, and Io can't talk? So every time that she gets on the mic, she just gets mushed in the face. And that's why I said she'll win. Because all throughout the triple threat, Bianca, Rhea. And they just kept pushing Io out the way. Oh, Io, whatever. Bianca, Rhea. Okay, well, Io's going to win. And I wish she would have pinned them both. I wish she would have stacked them and pinned them. But that's fine. But she won like she should have. It was the right call. And I give it 4 A's. I give it a quadruple A. I love that match. It was so good.
So 2-2.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Next is try to create some suspense. That tag team match.
Lyra and Becky versus
Lyra and Becky versus Liv
and Raquel. That could have been a post-Mania Raw. That could have been on post-Mania Raw. It could have been. Especially with them winning.
I think they needed a pop.
You got pop with
night 2. So bringing Becky, they needed gotta close. They need to close well.
That was the last match before the main event, right?
Yes.
Then they didn't need it. They didn't need it then. They didn't need the pop because that's the bathroom match. The last match before the main event. That's the cool down match.
I'm just talking about in general. They just needed more.
Oh, they needed more in that match?
They needed more in a night too. They need more great matches. The match wasn't great. I can't remember any spots. The only spot I remember is Liv's outfit.
Liv's outfit was tremendous.
Her outfit carried that match.
It did. It carried me all the way home.
Yeah.
It's carrying me right now.
Other than that, I don't know. It wasn't a great match. And I don't like 2 titles for people that...
Lyra is a double champ. How does that happen? How does that happen? Why make her a double champ? That makes no sense. And for what? That means that this is what this means. This means that you have a focus on your division. If you're the Intercontinental Champion and you're quarreling with the tag team champions, then you are not focused on your division, and your creative is not focused on your division, meaning that they're not focused on the people in that division.
Yeah.
Because instead of her having matches with other women in the mid-card division, she's having tag team matches. That's stupid to me.
Liv and Raquel are a good tag team.
They're good, and they're a good tag team. So why take the titles off of them?
Maybe to make a singles push for Raquel and
to break up Judgment Day altogether. That's
gonna happen.
All together.
Oh, that's gonna happen soon. It might be a match between Finn and Raquel.
And Carlito and Liv.
Yeah. I don't know. Carlito was helping Dom a lot in that match. He didn't help Finn not once. You realize that?
Mm-hmm. He was giving chairs and stuff to brass knuckles. Did he give the brass knuckles to Dom? Or am I thinking about another match?
You thinking about another match?
Who had brass knuckles? Oh, Logan Paul.
Regal. Oh,
Logan Paul. Didn't his friend give him brass? Yeah. Karrion Kross. Yeah, it was Logan Paul, Karrion Kross. Okay. Yeah. Good.
I like that they
shout out to Karrion Kross on WrestleMania. Shout out to Karrion. Shout out to the Karrion Kross clan. You do okay, I do okay.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
That was pretty good. I like a nice push for Karrion Kross.
Yeah. Good to see him on WrestleMania. Yeah. Good. And cost AJ the match. So it continues something for Karrion.
But that was a dumb match.
It was a
pretty bad match.
Yeah.
So that's 3 bad, 2 good.
And there's 2 more matches left? Wasn't it more matches on night 2? Like 7 matches?
Yeah. So next we have, let me see. So we say no for the tag team.
Yeah, that shouldn't have been on WrestleMania either.
Yeah, Lyra does not need to be a double
champion. Not now.
And then we have the best match of the night for me.
Come on. What is it?
Intercontinental title match.
Heck yes.
That was the best match of the night for me.
It was the best. Yeah. You know what? Despite the people were sitting on their hands during the entrances. You know that the entrances kind of sucked, but the match was great. The match was tremendous. The ending was correct. The love was beautiful.
The ending was correct. Dom deserved it.
The ending, the way they got there, pinning Finn. That was the right way to do it.
Yeah,
that was the right thing to do. Just like Sammy pinning Jay at 39 when Sammy and KO beat the Usos. Sammy had to pin Jay.
Yeah.
To make that work. So yeah, Dom pinning Finn, perfect.
Yeah,
absolutely perfect.
Without the help of his injured father.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's the greatest Mysterio ever.
He is.
I think he is.
He's the greatest greatest Intercontinental Champion ever
of all time.
Already. Better than Braun Breaker.
Braun Breaker,
stupid run.
He had that mess longer than LA Knight.
That's fucking stupid.
No, Braun though.
No, I mean he had it.
There's nothing. This is a case.
That should have been Chad Gable's title.
That should have been Chad Gable a year ago. Sammy should not have had to beat. It's a whole butterfly effect. Sammy shouldn't have had to beat Gunther for it. It should have been Chad beating Gunther when Chad had that run. You know, but Braun Breaker as Intercontinental Champion was only lackluster just because, I guess, creative and booking decisions for Braun. Like, he just runs people over, you know? So,
I mean,
do you think he has a character? What's Braun's character?
The Goldberg of
Goldberg.
You know, but
he had more.
That's what it is.
He's Goldberg, yeah.
He's Goldberg.
I'm trying to think. What is Braun interesting?
No,
he's not interesting at all. He's supremely athletic.
He has no depth.
He's supremely athletic.
He has no depth when he speaks.
He don't make me laugh. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Talking is not his strong point. He's a person who can talk, but it's not captivating. I don't care when Braun talks.
Yeah.
Or barks.
Just shut up and spear.
Just shut up and spear. Best spear in the game. Best athlete.
Yes.
One of the best athletes. Him, Logan Paul.
He got something to work on.
Aura. I guess that's what it is. Like, why do I care about you, Braun?
Maybe he's piggybacking off of his father.
Not his father, his uncle maybe, but not his father.
I mean, he acts like his father.
Yeah, but he ain't piggyback off Rick Steiner. Rick Steiner didn't move no needle.
He ain't moving the needle for me either. He ain't piggybacking off of Scott.
Like, he being an NXT champion, perfect.
For NXT, he was
perfect
up there, but
coming onto the main roster, but he's also booked well. He's booked strong.
He always booked strong.
He's booked strong.
Then he beat Sheamus. Then he
he's killing all these people. But I don't know why I don't find him interesting for it.
Because he's not. He has no depth.
I feel like I want people who are just killers, you know? Yeah. Just win matches. Boom.
But people that don't excel in both should not be champions. I think that's what a champion should be.
No, because then we'd be crying saying Braun Breaker needs a belt. Because he's running people over.
Nobody said he needed a belt when they gave him one.
Oh, yeah. He didn't need it when they gave it to him.
I think, it should be a requirement speaking and...
But that's not fair. Because then you have everybody who's the same. Oh, he's a good talker.
Has there ever been a good title run for anybody who couldn't talk? When was the last good title run?
I'm trying to think, because if you can't talk, you usually have a talker for you. Brock Lesnar had Paul Heyman,
and Brock could actually talk and just didn't want to.
Mm-hmm. Bobby Lashley had MVP. I'm trying to think of somebody who was a champion that was good and couldn't talk. AJ
Styles, you don't think he could talk?
Nah. AJ can't really talk. He can talk, but he can't.
He can cut, and he could cut promos, and he can't wing it as good as somebody.
He can't wing it. No,
script his
promos. He can deliver them.
Yeah. And then he just...
But I'm not going to give AJ a mic and...
Okay, he's average on the mic, not below average.
He's average.
But he's above average in the ring, so...
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It places him...
higher. That's why he was a SmackDown Live champ twice.
Braun Breaker is
below average on the mic. Mm-hmm. And above average.
What makes him just average. Like, he don't move... That's why he don't move the needle.
That brings him down, yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
So, no, that was the best match of the night.
Because you could be a good talker and a terrible wrestler and be champion.
Yeah. That's why I don't want Penta to win nothing.
Because he can't talk.
Oh, he knows 2 words. Seattle Meadow, whomever.
And he say them over and over again.
That's it. He knows sign language because he know the 2 letters and words and sign.
But is this M?
That's Meadow.
But Penta mean 5.
So you know 3 words.
Why? Because you took 2 away for Settle Miedo? Penta's great, but he shouldn't be. I'm glad he didn't win.
Yeah.
Not yet.
The right person won.
The absolutely right person won.
Dirty Dom. Break up Judgment Day.
Yeah. Dirty Dom.
Okay, so there we go. And then that's 4 good matches, 3 bad matches. Because the last match is Cody Rhodes versus John Cena. It was a really horrible match.
Oh my gosh.
So night 1 was the better night.
Cody selling for John. I'm just looking at what I'm seeing, maybe we're just not used to seeing John wrestle heel. You're not used to seeing John poke somebody in the eye or give a sharp jab. John's offense has always been haymaker slugs, fighting from behind offense. That's John's offense.
I mean, it was a slow match starting off. Mm-hmm. It got really good.
Yeah, because when he was stomping them out, it looked awkward, didn't it? Yeah. When he was stomping them out, John was stomping people out. Yeah. Like, he looked like he didn't even know how to do it.
And he was doing some high-flying shit. This nigga
but
he 62.
Always does the leg drop off the top rope.
Yeah, but he's 62.
Okay.
He got more hair on his arms than his head. And this man jumping
his face is melted wax.
He gonna end up like Edge, watch.
Oof.
Then he get off them fucking ropes.
Nah, John is smarter than that. But
so horrible match.
This is the case. This is a case where the story supersedes the action.
So if they eliminated those 5 matches that were ass, and maybe that match with Randy and Joe Hendry, they could have had one night.
One night. Yeah.
They made me spend all my allowance and rent money to come out to this sinful ass city. I had to walk across the Edmund Pettus Bridge to get to that fucking stadium. $1 million march going into this goddamn stadium on Easter.
On Easter. Oh my gosh, dude.
For 2 nights of this shit.
We gotta do it tomorrow too.
We should have went to Baby Bros.
They shout out Baby Bros, man.
Fuck.
No, but okay. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it though. Because they didn't cut the matches out. You had an okay night 1 and an okay night 2. You put them together, I say it was a B+. It certainly was not better than 40. Definitely not better than 40.
40 was a pinnacle of...
But that's because 40 was the MCU. 40 was the MCU.
Yeah. 40
is what 30 was.
40 is what it should be what WrestleMania is all about.
But you can't do it.
No, I'm just saying it should be a build-up throughout the year that ends in WrestleMania.
But that's just one story being told. You can't tell one story.
I'm talking about all...
Oh, it's your glasses. No, that's not one... No, the build-up to 40 was just one story being told. How was Cody going to recover from the loss at 39? And everything that Cody was doing was still related to the bloodline. Everything he was doing still related to the bloodline. It was still about him chasing Roman. And then Rock coming in and calling his shot made the fans upset. And we changed the damn show.
Changed the outcome.
Changed the show.
Or just change the show, yeah.
Yeah, right. Just like they did for Daniel Bryan at 30.
Yeah.
So it can't be like that every year.
We were invested, that's why.
We were invested. Now, so this year, now you have a story that's being told that the fans don't have to change, you know? So it's like you look at 40 with rose-colored glasses on. Oh, the build-up was so good. Yeah, that's because it was a freaking Wild Wild West.
Wild Wild West.
It was Wild Wild West. And they did Endgame on night 2. They did exactly what they should have did. Everybody came out.
Yeah.
Everybody came out. Stone Cold coming out tonight was terrific and also like, all right, he's not going to help Cody.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Stone Cold. He's here, great. Yeah, but it's not going to... That's why that match fell flat.
Yeah.
Travis Scott.
What is he doing?
They're
pandering to entertainers.
Who? What entertainers?
WWE, Papa H.
Who are they pandering to?
Entertainers, man. That's all they do is show commercials and show actors.
I would like to know a wrestling fan that is on board with the whole Travis Scott situation. Because whenever John Cena turned heel, we are forever stuck with that picture of John, Rock, and Travis Scott standing over Cody Rhodes. 100 years from now, when they talk about the greatest moments in wrestling, the greatest heel turns, Travis Scott is on that picture.
Leaning against
the ropes.
High.
After injuring the champion with a slap, with an unworked slap. Why is he there? Are they making that much money off Cactus Jack merchandise? WWE?
He's probably letting them use Fiend for free. And that's the way that they can pay him back.
I don't understand. I don't know of a celebrity that's gotten in the way. Dennis Rodman didn't get in the way. This dude's in the way. And then the boss didn't show up. What the heck is that? He couldn't even email. He couldn't even FaceTime. The boss didn't show up. How the final boss not show up at WrestleMania?
And sent Travis Scott in his place.
As his proxy.
He did jump over those ropes good.
He probably practiced that.
But I would have slapped the shit out of him if I was Cody.
He should have.
Yeah.
He should have slapped him before delivering the Crossroads.
No,
Cody's
I did
a professional.
it after.
He was on the ground.
Yeah. Like, just like
the
he did
same
him.
way?
Yeah.
Would have warmed it up?
Yeah.
He smacked him good. But I say WrestleMania was a B plus. What do you say? A B?
Yeah, I say B minus.
Was it worth coming out here?
No.
It was to me.
The experience. I'm talking not. If you say WrestleMania only, no. There's a WrestleMania experience. Of course, yeah. I met Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Hell yeah.
Kalani hit on me.
No, she didn't.
I know.
Don't tell these people that.
Okay. I'm gonna hit on Jada Parker tomorrow.
We hit on Tony Storm.
I did.
At WrestleCon. That was good. WrestleCon was great.
Yeah.
WrestleCon's freaking terrific. All they need to do is get more organized. If WrestleCon gets more organized, they'd be fine. But
they did the last day. It's probably because they were trying to get the hightail it, try to get out of there.
And go watch WrestleMania.
Rick Steiner talking about his arthritis was messing up.
It's sad seeing people not go to somebody's table. That's sad. To me, it reminds me of Ralph from The Simpsons on Valentine's Day when nobody gave him no Valentine's cards.
I feel like people go at certain times. It's just you can't put them next to
Bret Hart. You can't put Hacksaw Jim Duggan next to Bret Hart.
Yeah.
My goodness.
Yeah. That's all.
Or the Hardys.
Yeah.
But then you have a section of people that nobody want to go to, and then
they will. They'll eventually get to them.
They do the right thing. Yeah. Like you have this big name, okay name, big name, something, and then while you're in line for the big name, maybe you can go over here and get something from this person, But
no, WrestleCon was good.
WrestleCon was good.
They had their pros and some. I like the way that you can just walk up to the fucking table.
That's great. Okay, so a con, the biggest con was that some people only took cash.
Yeah,
that's the biggest con. Yeah. I don't know what they're doing. Have a debit machine, PayPal, and
you ain't got to report it to the taxes.
Well, just the cat. That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
But they gave us multiple pictures.
Yeah,
took video.
Took the time with you. Took time with you. Great.
Tony Storm touched my butt.
Mm-hmm. That was great. What else? Mickey James. I got Mickey. That was good. Lita was awesome.
And the pictures were cheaper than WWE World.
Heck yeah.
So
that's because they're on your phone. But even the professional pictures we got with the Hardys, great.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
So I think it was a good experience. Like you said, it was a good experience. Would I have come? I think I'll travel for WrestleMania reasonably, Like Vegas it's right next door, so heck yeah, I'm gonna be out here. Even if the card was bad, I'll still say I went to WrestleMania. That's what I'll say.
Yeah.
And I'll be satisfied.
I'll travel, but I need to see who on the bill. I need to see
what
the
about
stories.
What about the ticket situation?
I'm gonna do like everybody else did
and wait.
Man, these niggas they cleaned house waiting.
I can't wait, man.
You can.
I just hate that feeling, dude.
They cleaned house waiting.
I hate that feeling. Well, I guess. We'll see.
All right.
Part-time jobbers. We'll go live again sometime.
Clocking out.
Clocking out for now. We'll go live again sometime. About to hit the strip, I think.
Chicken strip.
Chicken strips. How do you end this?